I'm hanging out with Patrick Koppula, the CEO of the recently unveiled company Fast Forward. He's the most Socratic CEO I know, so I thought our time would be best spent talking to him about the theory of the video business. Fast Forward is looking to be the eBay of the video space, organizing video across any platform. How do you envision Fast Forward impacting the way viewers consume video entertainment?
So the main way that people consume video content presently is through their cable services. And there they have a limited number of choices and they have a limited number of power. And this is why most people suffer from the 500 channels and nothing on problem. And what Fast Forward's trying to do is replace that model with a personalized channel lineup for every single person. And the only way that we can do that is if we are able to organize all of the video on the internet into self-organized sets, namely channels of content that people can then subscribe to. You'd be able to turn on your TV or your laptop or your mobile device, log into your Fast Forward account, and be presented with a series of programs personally selected for you. That's a pretty big switch in the way you consume your video content. Congrats
on your Great American Music Hall gig.
Thank you.
Are you going to leave us behind and go become a rock star now?
I don't think so, you know.
Hold on one second. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Action.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Start over. Make sure you look at her.
Look at her.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you speak to the difference between the music industry's download business model and the video's media-based approach?
One of the first things that I learned early on when I started meeting with studios and networks, the folks who are in the business of creating and publishing content, who you would think are analogous to the record labels in the music industry, is that all the difficulty that we had in trying to get the record industry to play either in downloads or in streaming, not at all the problem when it comes to the video space, because they've already been operating a business where they distribute their content as widely as possible and for free and make their money off of advertising. And so for them to transition to an internet model that's inherently the same is a simple transition. And it's only in retrospect that I realized that the problem in the music industry is that you had record labels whose business was built on transactions. Whereas when I went to talk to the networks, they're like, so you're telling me that you don't even want a copy, you don't want people to be able to download it, you just want to take the stream that we were giving you and give it to somebody else. And I said, yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. And I'm like, sure, why wouldn't we do that?
Being a recommendation platform and not just a recommendation company is a significant difference. Can you speak to the goals of creating this platform and where you see the industry and Fast Forward within it in 5 years?
So there's two things going on here. The first is we fully expect that pure play recommendation companies, just by their very nature, ought to be better at making recommendations than we could. And for that matter, any of our publishing partners could. So in order to bridge the gap between those two, we decided to build a platform where you could slot in different recommendation systems and have them selected on a performance basis for a given user. And that's actually where the second thing comes in. Since ultimately Fast Forward's in the audience business and not in the recommendation business, it serves our interests and the interests of our customers if we're able to organize even the recommendation information for them, in addition to just the video information.
Where do social entertainment devices like the Wii fit into your launch?
Well, the Wii we're actually using as a prototyping device for a general notion of how you would access content via your television set or devices connected to your television set. So instead of trying to pack all of the computing power, personalization, application environment into the device itself, we built a system where all of that takes place up in the cloud, in the server side, in your Fast Forward account. And so you're liberated to just build client interfaces for the hardware. And so in the case of the Wii, we were able to build an interface that takes advantage of the Wiimote's particular capabilities. You can actually have two screens simultaneously logged into your Fast Forward account and actually affecting each other. So the Wii, for instance, it would be painful to search, to keyword search using the Wii because there's no keyboard. There is one, but it's a virtual keyboard, and you have to like sit there and point the finger at the different keys. But if instead you have a mobile device that's also able to log into your Fast Forward account, say it's an iPhone, and you have a keyboard on that device, and you perform your search using that and click Add to Favorites, well, it can be immediately populated on your Wii because there's no syncing involved. It's all the same data source.
How does Fast Forward interact or integrate with Facebook and other social platforms?
Put it glibly, we don't think that people want to watch TV inside of Facebook. They do want their television programming to be affected by the information that's within their Facebook profile. Because what we're trying to accomplish isn't to create activity within the Facebook universe, but to take the activity that's already going on there and make it useful in another venue.
1, 2.
Oh, that was fun. I like beating people at them more. Oh. I've never played the Wii. Can we play the Wii later?